I need to know everything. Who and the what and the where. I need everything.
Hello, my name is Braden Schwab, and we are presenting you with the very first episode of The Works, because when it comes to fashion, hip hop, and overall things in the urban community, we find the work, we make it work, and we give other people that work. We are going over the 5 best cities for the hip hop community, the 5 best cities to get yourself ingratiated in the hip hop community, ingratiated in hip hop lore, and also in modern day artists, to give you the best opportunity to not only be around like-minded individuals, but in some instance, collaborate with someone, meet someone, share an idea with somebody that you can take to another level. And this article is done with a collaboration through an article that I found called The Golden Age of Hip Hop.com. This article was brought out a couple years ago. Some of the cities, in my opinion, just aren't accurate to where hip hop is nowadays and where young people are going. So I'm going to give you, again, my 5 top cities. To start, number 5 is Atlanta. Now, Atlanta is here for a multitude of different reasons. The main reason why would have to do with the culture where people are spreading through. Now, when you look in hip hop today, we have artists like 21 Savage. We even have artists such as Lil Uzi Vert, who we'll get to later on in this video, who is not even from Atlanta, but you can tell with his music, he is heavily influenced by that Atlanta sound. JID, who was recently signed to Dreamville, J. Cole's label, is also an artist. They also have a really great style that turned the test of time with hip hop. It's not as prevalent as it once was, but you all know what I'm talking about when I say Lil Jon. I'm talking about Crunk. I'm talking about the Dirty South with Ludacris and the boys. With that, you have to recognize also that there are some record labels in the South. There is Grand Hustle by T.I., who has not only made his way through the music industry with releasing some great music and great albums, including The Paper Trail, where he had Live Your Life, where he had Whatever You Like. He had so many great songs through there, Swagger Like Us. But through his label Grand Hustle, he's able to now put other people on. And we've been able to see that in short time. Travis Scott. So next up on number 4, Chicago. Now, Chicago, if you go to the actual list, Chicago is not in the top 5. There's nothing like Chicago when it comes to a lot of different things, not just in hip hop, but also just art. Like, come on, when you think of Chicago, you have the influence of the Jordan brand just flying through the area. Now, obviously, Michael Jordan could have flown with his brand anywhere that he would have went to, but it was in Chicago, so that's where we're going to run with it. You have that whole brand. You have innovators such as Kanye West that were able to come out and make big things. Even Chance the Rapper. When you think of how much money he was made off of a simple hat that has a number on it, you also have artists who were able to pave the way through this area, such as Common. Now, a lot of people don't think of Common when it comes to rap because he didn't make any ginormous hits, but Common has not only done great with music, he is also a highly spoken, respected voice in the African American community, which we appreciate him for doing so. He is also a pretty good actor. Don't sleep on Common now. Number 3, we have Philadelphia. Now, with Philadelphia, you have a lot of 90s influence there. Obviously, Will Smith, Need I Say More? And as I mentioned earlier, artists like Lil Uzi and Meek Mill have also been able to establish themselves there. I have been to Chicago. I have only been through Philadelphia if we're talking about the airport on a layover. So I can't attest too much to their culture and how it could build someone up as far as finding people in that art circle. But literally just as I got off the plane, I could tell that they are a very artistic community. Literally beautiful murals all over the walls. So when you think urban, when you think art, when you think culture, you have to include the city of brotherly love. Number 2, Los Angeles is a hub for making people famous. Your WCW in the music industry is probably in LA. I'm a Kehlani fan myself. She was actually based out of Oakland, but no doubt she's obviously now in LA. All of them are in that area because there's just so much opportunity there. Everyone's collaborating with everybody. I was raised in San Diego, and with that, I was able to see a lot of people from San Diego take what they knew to LA and make a lot of money with it. Rob Stone, Chill Bill, great song. Obviously, we haven't heard anything from him as of recent, but at the same time, he was able to take that song and just parlay it into an outstanding jam, big hit, 500 million views, listens on Spotify. Yeah, pretty sure. Not too bad. Well, last but not least, New York. Now, with New York, you have a lot of history and a lot of modern day activity, which is great. That is the key of this whole video, is to cross the old school with the new school and make it so that everyone is finding something and that you can still be relevant. You have, from New York, Biggie Smalls, who set a tone. You have great artists such as Joey Bad. And at the very end of the day, New York just has, I don't know how to describe it, but it just has a certain twinkle about it that despite everything that's going on with the coronavirus, once everything does get straightened up, and it will, you'll be able to see that when you're just walking down the street at night. A lot of big events are still held there. New York Fashion Week, need I say more? It's just a very, very vibrant spot for people who are looking to push forward their career and be around like-minded people and, of course, collaborate, which is what it's all about. Now, these places also do have a high populace, which is also great in the sphere of collaborating, but it can be difficult when it comes down to trying to stand out. Because when you're in LA, 5,000 other singers, rappers, artists, entrepreneurs, fashion models, need I say more, all trying to get on your spot, and that can be really tough, but there's no better place to start out than them. Well, that's it for the works for today. I appreciate your time, and we'll be back when I come back. Peace.